reports may have indicated. This is not the kind of vehicle that seems capable of taking out some of the kinds of barriers you would expect to have in place at the White House, underscoring the bizarre nature of the entire incident.
And we're waiting for that press briefing by the Capitol Hill Police. Maybe they will be able to answer some of those questions, because we're just trying to figure out more about who this person was. And
in a two-door car like that, Bill, if you've got a child in the back seat, there's not much cushion from any blow.
Exactly. Good point. Let's get to Sue Herr. More update on what we know at this point on the shooting.
Yeah, Bill, let's just recap for those who are just joining us. There obviously was an incident at about 2:18 p.m. Eastern Time in Washington, D.C. It began at the White House, where a female suspect attempted to ram her car into one of the White House gates. At that point, police engaged with her and chased her in her car. There was a car chase down about 2.2 miles down to the Capitol. You'll see a black car that is going to make a circle around several times and then go straight, end up down at the Capitol, where again she engaged with police. We have reports that, and at that point, keep in mind, as you look at this route that this car traveled down, as I said, it's about 2.2 miles from the White House to Capitol Hill. When that incident started, and as she made her way down to Capitol Hill, they did put the Hill on lockdown. So both in the House and the Senate were given a shelter-in-place order, which meant that they had to move to the interior portions of their offices or seek shelter in an area that was not exposed to outside windows and outside doors. That was lifted shortly after police engaged with the suspect. Now, we heard from U.S. Capitol Hill Police spokesman Chris Dines that he did not know the status of the suspect. However, the sergeant-at-arms said to NBC News' Pete Williams and Luke Russert that the suspect had been shot and killed. So we're looking forward to more clarification of that particular part of the story from Chief Dines when he comes to the microphone. The woman reportedly had a child in the car. That's what Luke Russert is reporting. That was confirmed by Chief Dines. However, we don't know the status of the child. We don't know the age of the child. And by status, I mean medical status of the child. Police say they have stabilized the incident at this point. The lockdown was lifted at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The House went back into session at 3:30 Eastern Time and started to debate various resolutions that were on the Hill. So that's what we know right now, Bill. We're looking forward to the next news conference, which we believe was going to be at about 4:15 Eastern Time. Obviously, that has been pushed back. There is another report that we have now that the background briefing will be at 6 p.m., and it has been expanded now to include not only the U.S. Capitol Police, but the Metropolitan Police Department, as well as the U.S. Secret Service.